Well, are you are we gonna begin? You know,
I think we probably should begin. I think are you ready?
let me give me a moment. Okay, let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
it.
It's the Something About Something show with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
And my good friend and compadre, Mr. Ricky Hope. Man, how was your week?
I had a good week. Busy, super busy. But a good week overall.
Oh, hold on a minute. I forgot something.
The kids are always
I had the
happy.
kids locked in the closet, and I told them I'll let you out in a minute. And then I heard some scratching at the door, so I opened the door, and kids, there you go.
Oh, yeah. The kids are always so happy.
They are. I just keep them in the closet over the week and make sure I feed them something like, gummy bears or Skittles and some Mountain Dew. And once about this time, I let them out. Then I put them right back in again.
That works for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if anybody out there's ever had kids, you know what they were talking about.
Exactly.
And now that we've been kicked off of Facebook,
yeah,
we can start the show again.
After new name, do a whole new name, whole new page over everything.
Oh my gosh! Happy New Year! I know we did a New Year's Day show.
Yes,
but it was so Star Wars focused that it barely felt like a New Year's show.
Yeah, and a lot of people afterwards told me we were going to watch until we heard spoiler. And yeah, so that was kind of
Did you tell them it'd been 2 weeks? If you haven't seen it yet, you're probably not going to go see it in the theater.
Hey, there's been times I waited for a while, but that's but not Star Wars.
No.
We got somebody watching us. Why don't they say hi to us?
I don't know. Yeah, let us know if you're watching. Let us know. Put a comment down below. We'd love to hear.
Why do I do that? I did that the last time. I put the duck up. I understand that. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
But yeah, if you guys are watching, let us know what you think of the show. Comment, like, if you want to hear us talk about something. Let us know what you want to hear us talk about.
If you want us to stop talking, let us know.
If you want us to stop talking, thank you, Jason Head. We appreciate you.
Thank you. He's a regular without him even knowing it.
Yeah. Jason Head didn't know he was going to be famous on our show.
That's right.
Oh man. So any New Year's resolutions, Mr. Schilling?
I try not to do that. I like to lower my expectations. So that way when I do something that's actually great, then it's like, okay, man, I'm pumped. But I try to lower things. Like, for instance, try to use only 2-ply toilet paper a trip. I haven't got there yet. The other thing is
I'll bring up the toilet paper later, by the way.
Okay, let's do that. And read more. So,
in the bathroom?
In the bathroom with the 2-ply. In case 2-ply is not enough. And then you got to make sure you have a paper book, not a tablet, because that doesn't wipe very well.
No. It's hard to wash off.
Yeah. I think we dropped some people since I said that. But
I'm a little bit with you.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah.
I'm a little bit with you on the idea of New Year's resolutions. I don't like the term New Year's resolution.
No.
And I don't like the way most people do them. I definitely set goals every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I take some time, I set it aside. I think through everything that's gone on the past year, look at goals I set the year before, see how everything went. Because of some extenuating circumstances, I've been sidetracked for about the last year. You know about that.
Yes,
and you guys on the old podcast have heard some of that story. Someday I will share here as well. But But probably next week, actually, I'll share a little bit. And
That's good.
I'll tell you why. But I won't tell you until next week. So check in. You'll find out.
Ooh, a cliffhanger.
Ooh, cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger.
But my big goal for this year is I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to do it by December. I lost 50 pounds a while back, a couple of years ago. And over the past year, I've gained it all back because of, some of the things that were going on, which we'll talk about next week.
Life happens.
So, but I'm a stress eater. So when I'm stressed, I eat food. And so it took me a whole year to gain that 50 pounds back. I've known people that have gained that 50 pounds in like 3 months, but it took me a full year to gain it back. But
it's kind of impressive. I mean, it takes a year to gain it back. Like you said, most people can gain it back within like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I did slightly better than I had expected, but not as well as I had hoped. So I'm a little bit with you. I'm not a resolution guy because I don't like the open-ended. I'm going to do blah, blah, blah every day for the next year.
My wife is really good at, she'll look at the past couple of years and she'll see the things that she wanted to do. And I forget. She has to remind me. So yeah, I don't. But I can remember all the stupid things I did because there are more of them than actually accomplishments. So so I'm having some Mandalorian withdrawals.
You didn't cancel your Disney Plus yet?
No, I didn't. I figure I would rewatch it again, watch it in different orders and see if it ends up differently.
Yeah, you can watch it backwards.
I could do that.
And if you watch it backwards, it's about a little green creature that eventually disappears and leaves the sky all alone.
Yeah.
A guy in a metal suit all alone. Yeah. Oh, dude. Speaking of Mandalorian, I did not know this. I just read this. IG-11. Do you know who voiced IG-11?
No.
Taika Waititi.
Really?
Yeah. The Marvel director.
Really?
Yes. I read that. I was like, wait, what? I had to look it up twice.
Did he also do that one movie with the little boy and Jojo the Rabbit?
Did he?
Because that sounds
might have.
Yeah, and I wanted to see the movie because I thought it was very interesting.
I did too.
And I think he played, if I'm not mistaken, he actually played the figment of his imagination Hitler. If I'm not mistaken. And it's totally funny. It's totally making fun.
I think you're right. I think yes. Taika Waititi.
Yeah.
Yes, that is Taika Waititi as Hitler. I didn't realize that was him.
Yeah. The only reason I know that is because when commercials going out, stupid things for a win. And oh, there you go. Me too. Man,
totally, Matthew.
Protection next season. That's a good question. What do you think?
My prediction is that it's not going to come out till the fall.
Man, you're good.
I'm pretty confident on that.
Man,
since they've made that announcement.
Well, Matthew, what do you think about? Because I'm a little disappointed. I was kind of hoping with all the characters that were coming on board that he would add a crew. I thought that would be kind of a nice crew.
Yeah, me too.
He had a great cast that could have been. I guess I'm looking for like a Millennium Falcon crew. People who have different specialties and stuff.
Yeah, 3 or 4 people.
Yeah.
Thank you, Whitney. I appreciate it. Hey, Whitney from Whitney Sews. Appreciate you.
Yeah. So I'm having withdrawals, and no, I haven't canceled. I'm hoping that they get the ObiWan because they're working on that. I'm hoping. I haven't heard when it's going to come out, but I know they're working on an ObiWan series. So I'm not for sure. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I thought I saw Well, that's got to be fake news because it says the date of this post is February 1st of 2020.
Oh yeah.
Of course, this might be a British website. So that could be January 2nd.
They use the metric, so they have
they do things backwards over there.
My friend Jason, he likes the Matrix or the metrics. Sorry, the Matrix. It's the same thing to me.
Well, there's two kinds of countries. There's countries that use a metric system, and there's countries that landed somebody on the moon. And
Keanu Reeves, he's coming back. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Oh yes, I have heard.
John Wick. John Wick in the telephone
booth.
Yeah.
We shall see.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I know. Metrics for the win. I guess I'm gonna have to go back to school. If I do metrics.
Okay, so the last thing I saw about the last thing I saw about the ObiWan series is they're going to start shooting this year. Probably going to be early to 2021 before we get it on Disney Plus.
And they're going to have to jump on some of these series because that's why people are subscribing. I'm surprised they didn't have some stuff set. It was going to be big. You knew it was going to be big, so why not have those shows lined up already in production and just roll them out? I know it makes no sense.
All right. Yeah, I'm really hoping they get a Marvel series out before the end of the year.
You can't say money.
No,
you can't say money.
They've got the cash to do it, so that's not an issue.
Yeah, they got the cash, the talent. Yeah, they could do that easily. So
well, they should, they could definitely make news by, releasing something.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but they want it to be good. So
yeah, well, So hopefully, hey, we were talking about CES.
Oh, do we want to talk about CES or do we want to do stupid news first?
You know what? Let's get stupid news out of the way.
All right, let's do stupid news.
And you do
Am I doing the intro this time?
Yeah, do it because it sounds dumb when I do it.
Okay.
Okay.
All righty. You gonna hit play?
Oh.
I was waiting for the music. Where's the music?
And I was over here going, why is it taking him so long? Let's do this thing.
It's the stupid news with your silly host, Mr. Mike Chile.
Oh, that was
guys, we are super professional around here.
Yes. Yeah,
we only do things in a very professional
we prepare 3 days in advance.
Oh yeah,
we prepare 3 days in advance, and we do we do it every night and prepare for you to give you the very best entertainment on Facebook and on the internet.
Oh my gosh! So what do you got first? Stupid news.
Well, can you think of some people that really get under your skin? Some of these people who,
skin.
Yeah.
People.
I mean, just, mean people,
mean people. Yeah.
Mean people. It's like, for instance,
I like nice people.
Well, in the UK, apparently they have this individual who doesn't like synagogues because, he's a white supremacist. I would choose him to take maybe something else,
Yeah.
Maybe a weaving class or maybe, some nice,
some better use of his time. What exactly has he been
wine and palette
using his time
something
for
like that? Yes.
This is stupid news.
Maybe watch Whitney,
watch Whitney So's videes. Yeah,
that totally will calm him. It will calm him and maybe he can get out some of his aggression and his hate.
What exactly did he do?
Well, like a very good, like a good little, white supremacist. He decided that he would take things in his own hands, and he decided that he was going to burn down a synagogue.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not good. That's
no,
not
it's
a
not
good
good,
thing.
and we do not endorse that here at
Picture of
Stats.
him.
Yeah, as you can see, he's coming up, and he decides that it looks like he's coming the back alley.
Yeah,
and as he walks towards the door, as you can see here in a minute, he decides to break the window, and he's breaking the window, so he's able to do what? He's able to bring in a can of petrol, like the English likes to say. He puts it in,
as the British say, it's petrol.
So he tosses something through the window, and immediately, here you go. This is the best part.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, yes.
Oh,
yes.
That's like movie.
I know.
That's like
God
movie
don't like
special.
ugly. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly.
Yes, that's right. God does not like ugly.
Oh my gosh, that's karma right there, my friend.
That's right. That's right. And look at that.
His hair's smoking. His hair's smoking.
Now the end of he did start a nice little fire, but they were able to take care of it quickly.
Whitney says, "Don't hit haters. Send haters our way."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it couldn't happen to a nicer guy. Let me just put it that way.
No doubt.
Apparently on the CCTVs, they have on the cameras, they were able to track him down. What's funny is that when they got to his house, they could smell petrol.
Oh my gosh.
And a burning sensation.
I bet they smelled.
That was probably coming from his head. So,
oh my gosh.
So anyway,
burnt hair.
So
that's cleaning deposit back.
So it doesn't pay to hate.
Absolutely not.
Doesn't pay
we
to
do
hate.
not endorse hate we're
lovers.
Something about something.
We're lovers, not fighters.
That's right. Oh my gosh. So that fireball though, dude. That is like every single short film I've ever made. I've been like, I want to have something really cool effect. That's the one I want. That one right there.
Yeah, you just have to have a white supremacist go in the door. And speaking of that, I know we got another news coming up. But if you guys had a chance to watch our last episode, we got in a little trouble.
Oh gosh, Jason Hamilton! If the burning lasts more than 24 hours, call the doctor.
Yeah, that ointment's not going to help.
Oh yeah, we did. We got in a little trouble last week. For those who avoided our show because you didn't want to hear about spoilers for Star Wars, shame on you for missing the show. But we did get in a little trouble right after the show.
Yeah, we did.
The show got blocked in Brazil.
I don't understand it. I got a lot of fans in Brazil.
We had a stupid news show. I got friends in Brazil. We had a stupid news episode, a video. We played a video, and they didn't like it, and Facebook shut us down. And
in
said
Brazil,
we got naughty in Brazil. So we removed our video and we re-uploaded it. So from now on, rather than having awesome videos of that, we have still images of that.
That's right.
From now on.
That's right.
So apologies and tough. That's the best we can do now.
Yeah, that's right.
Blame Facebook.
That's right. At least we're not doing stop motion.
So well, we kind of are.
I guess so, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So what else you got? Stupid news.
Well, have you ever seen? I mean, I love infants, and
babies are super cute.
And I remember my kids when they were infants, babies, they would suck their toes, and it was kind of
that's super cute when a baby does that. That's not so cute when Mike Schilling does that though.
No, and neither when a Florida man wakes up to find another man sucking on his toes.
God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly.
Oh, hell no.
Yes, exactly.
Oh.
Yes, and of course, it's a Florida man. You know,
It had to be in Florida. The minute you said Florida man, I was like, this is going to go bad.
this is
It's
going to
gonna
go bad.
south real fast.
Apparently, a Florida man woke up in the middle of the night to find another man sucking on his toes, according to the sheriff's county office.
Oh my gosh.
Deputies say the man was sleeping in his bed, and when he woke up, he realized he wasn't alone.
We're not alone anymore.
The man told deputies he
Oh my
assumed he was
gosh.
being robbed, so he told the intruder he didn't have any money. But the guy wasn't there for money. The intruder told the man he was there to suck on his toes. According to the investigation,
Jason Hamilton, that is way more information than I ever wanted to know.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
yes, I know. And
Oh my gosh.
well, so after that, this is what transpired. That's when the man punched the accuser, the accused toe sucker, and forced him outside. According to the investigators, the two men brawled. The man who sucked the toes told the other man he had a gun. According to investigators, the man continued to hit the intruder about for 30 seconds before running inside and calling 911. At this point, the intruder broke out the front window of his home and stomped on the other man's car windshield until it broke. Apparently, I guess investigators said the toe-sucking suspects took off. They tried to track him down with K9, but weren't able to find him.
Oh my gosh.
So just
That is so.
so my public announcement, safety announcement is just make sure you wear 3 layers of socks before you go to bed.
Socks in bed.
Socks in bed.
We
Only
are
way to do it.
proponents of socks in bed.
Yes. So,
So that was the stupid news for the day.
yeah, we need to go ahead and end it. There we go.
And that was the stupid news with your host, Mike Chile.
Yeah, that was nice. That broke off really nice. So, so what I'm really interested in is what's going on at CES.
So yeah, okay. So if you know what CES is, definitely comment. If you don't know what CES is, that's definitely tech stuff, and we're going to talk about it. Is the Consumer Electronics Show.
Yeah, it is. It's the biggest tech nerd fest of all the stuff that's coming in 2020. Some of it's prototypes.
Yep.
Some of them actually has not been released yet, but is fully functioned. And all the guys like CNET and yeah, I know. I don't want to go there.
Oh my gosh, we have moved on. Let's move on.
Oh no, we did it to the wrong people. We said this.
So CES, biggest consumer electronics show. Like you said, lots of prototypes. Some stuff that's actually going to get released this year, because sometimes you'll see something 3 or 4 years in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
And slight updates, and then finally you'll get like, oh, here it is. We finally released it.
Yeah, exactly.
So one of the big things every year, it's always TVs. CES always has TVs.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And the big thing is always the big TV. So here is the big TV. They call it the wall.
That is amazing.
The wall is 292 inches diagonal.
You have to.
That's like 24 feet.
I wonder what kind of resolution they have to have on that.
I'm not sure. The 150-inch version is an 8K television.
Really?
Yes. The 150 is an 8K. It's something they're calling micro LED technology. It's the world's biggest TV. It's from Samsung. And it is ridiculously bright and ridiculously huge. And, you know, if you can't afford the big one, you can always go down to one of the smaller versions, you know, like the 88-inch or the 93-inch or the 110-inch. But
What a great deal that is.
Oh my gosh.
What's the lowest again? What is the lowest size?
The
least, I'm sorry,
smallest
smallest size. Yeah.
size for this particular product is, I think, the 88 inch. To be the micro LED technology. That's a TV.
Part of it you got to figure out.
Jason.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a wall big enough for that either, Whitney.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
If you get that close to it, you know, I mean, I can imagine your nose hairs getting burned from that thing being so close.
Going to burn your eyeballs out.
That's amazing to me.
Crazy. Now, this is another cool TV. It's a little smaller. It ain't much cheaper. Have you ever thought, I wish my TV could disappear? Have you ever just wanted your TV to just temporarily disappear?
I know my wife wants my TV to disappear sometimes when she's talking to me, but
I think that's a little bit differently.
Okay, never mind.
Have you ever thought, I wish my TV could roll up into a small box?
Oh yeah. Sometimes I've thought about that, you know, just
So that's what LG has. They have a roll-up TV.
A roll-up TV.
A roll-up TV. So if you see the picture on the right, that's the TV fully extended, and then that box that's underneath it, that's the box where the TV hides.
That's something else. I've seen these before, but normally it's like a full-size piece of furniture where it's
really big, and they like the whole TV like lowers down into a big box. Now this rolls up inside that little box on a roller. So on the left, you can actually see how you can see this TV is not fully extended yet on the other side. So the TV actually rolls up into a tube.
I can't. I don't.
Hard to get my. That is a pretty cool technology, and that is going to be what leads us to, or is leading us to, all the foldable phone and tablet technology that's happening at CES.
Jason said fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups, actually, absolutely.
That's exactly what it is.
An electronic projector screen.
That's what it feels like. Yeah,
exactly. Except this one doesn't require an extra box hanging from the ceiling, and this one you can see in the daylight with all the lights on.
Oh, seriously? Really?
Well, I mean, you know, like a projector. If you had a projector hanging up and you had a screen hanging on the wall, you know, you can make everything kind of disappear. But if the shades are open and the lights are all on, projectors get dim. Yeah. I mean, this is a real live OLED screen that rolls up. It's insane.
It'd be fascinating behind the scenes how you manufacture something like that.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it, and I don't have pictures of them, but there's a lot of foldable technology.
I've seen that. Yeah,
that's happening at CES. Foldable phones,
I've seen the phones. Yeah,
foldable tablets now. Those are going to be happening pretty soon. It's incredible technology. Yeah, Tiffany. Yeah, that it is weird.
Is she talking about
the TV or us?
I'm not for sure.
Not sure. Anyway,
if I was a betting man, it probably was kind of a two-edged sword.
Probably. Thank you,
Jason. He's honest. He's straight up.
Appreciate you, Jason Head.
Jason Head.
So then, okay, so those are kind of the obvious things. You know, you expect that kind of stuff. You know, there's electric cars. There's always the new electric car.
And you said there was one this is Sony.
Sony, yes. Sony, from All Things Musical, has decided to create a car. I'm not sure why.
Well, I'm sure glad it's not an Xbox. We have like a blue screen of death while you're driving. Microsoft, I mean.
No, nobody was really expecting Sony to come out with a car. But here they are, Las Vegas. Sony has an electric car.
That's amazing to me. I don't understand it. I don't know what their mindset is.
Now, what I think is a little humorous, the people that designed this car are also the same people that came out with the company's cute robotic dog, Aibo.
Aibo.
AIBO. They have a robotic dog. Those same people invented an electric car. That scares me slightly. I'm thinking I really want my electric car to come from somebody who, like makes cars.
Well, I mean, if you want to do that, yeah.
But I bet it sounds amazing.
Does it? Yeah. Yeah.
No word on what powers the car yet. It's still a prototype. It looks like
use an extension cord.
Yeah, it's going to have some sort of autopilot kind of situation,
Autopilot.
Some kind of robotic drive for you kind of thing.
Yeah, I trust that.
Yeah, especially from Sony.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we got 5 comments now. Oh, Whitney said, Tiffany said both.
Oh, that makes sense.
It was the TV and us. So
okay, that's good.
Thank you, Benjamin.
Yes, he can. Yes, that's right.
Foldables.
That's interesting.
Could be.
I mean, look how well.
Best.
Well, you think about it. 3D TVs, they kind of lost their luster on it. I know a lot of people who don't prefer. Oh yeah, can I play PlayStation while I'm driving?
That's a good question, and Benjamin wants to know if you can play PlayStation 5 on it. We're actually going to talk a little bit about the PlayStation 5 here in a few minutes.
That's right.
So, all right. So, what else? So those are kind of the big obvious things. We're going to see TVs. We're going to see, the new electric cars. But there's always some more unusual things. So there were a couple of printers. Printers. This is one.
It looks like an Epilady.
It does look like an Epilady, and that is a good. That's actually a good analogy. This is the Opti, the inkjet printer for your face. It goes on sale this summer.
Excuse me, for my face?
For your face. The handheld device prints tiny amounts of pigment on your face to cover every dark spot, even the ones you can't see.
Wait a minute. It actually, wait. Are you talking about, it's actually printing on me?
Prints on your face.
On my face.
On your face to cover blemishes. So let's say, you've got dark spots on your face, you're getting a little older, like we are. But, you're being more self-conscious about yourself.
I'm going to need like a Black & Decker is what I'm going to need.
And you want to cover all those unsightly dark spots.
Yeah, I just need...
You run this thing, it looks like a lady epilator over your face.
Eventually they're going to have
ink.
They're going to have one. They're going to have one that's in the size of like a toning bed eventually. And people are going to get in it. Whole body.
It's just going to... I just want one that just like scans me and then just like spits me out smaller, like the reduction, like 80% reduction,
like a printable tattoo.
Now, so printable tattoo. Good call on the printable tattoo. That's actually the next printer that I'm going to talk about. There's this one. That's my favorite picture from this printable tattoo.
I can see my wife putting that on me.
It's called the Prinker, and it's from Korea, and it is a temporary tattoo printer.
Yeah.
So you can design it. It's like a whole software. So you design the graphic, and then you roll this thing over your skin. You roll it over your skin, and it prints the tattoo on you. How brilliant is that? So I remember temporary tattoos when you had to take a little thing off and you had to lick it and then stick it on you, and then it like oozed, and if you moved, it basically was just a smear. It didn't matter what it was always a smear.
Yeah, on this comment here,
that would be Tiffany, the podcast wife. Hi, Tiffany.
I could manscape myself. What do you think about that?
With a lady epilator.
Yeah.
Epilady.
Yeah.
Jason Head, I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
But especially in the summertime, you want to have those, bikini lines.
There is that.
Are we done with that?
We're done with that one. So some other.
My bikini line, yeah.
I was done with I was trying to ignore your bikini line, but now the thought is now etched in my skull.
Yes.
So thank you much for that. I appreciate it.
Yes.
Good. Oh, Tiffany's ratting you out there.
That's
okay. So another unusual. This is one of those things you didn't realize you needed. You brush your teeth every morning?
I'll say yes.
Okay.
No,
how long does it take you to brush your teeth every morning?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe 10 minutes.
10 minutes, really?
No, I just made that up. I wanted to sound like I was really,
That's like a long time.
Yeah, really 5 minutes, to be honestly. 4, 5, 3 minutes. Yeah.
Actually brushing, it's like 2 or 3 minutes you're supposed
to.
But you know what? That's just too long. That's just too long.
Yeah, because I don't.
This is called the Y brush, letter Y, because it looks like a Y and it kind of sounds like why.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the Y brush from a French company called Fastiche. Which basically spells fast teeth.
Oh, fast teeth.
This is basically a bit of a sonic toothbrush and a bit of a electronic toothbrush, and it's just too long to brush your teeth the regular way.
Well, yeah, I mean, I skip. Yeah, exactly.
This takes 5 seconds.
So I mean, like, I want to know if there's bristles on the bottom of it too, or just on the top. I mean, I wonder if and
I don't know
and then you would have to have a sizing, they would have to fit you for it, because I wouldn't assume.
Yeah, you basically, it does have bristles on both sides. You basically bite down on this thing that looks like a boxer's mouth guard. You hit the button, and in 5 seconds your teeth are clean.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. I
3
think
minutes in the morning is just too long.
I don't know. For me, it looks like something I would go for because I'm pretty lazy. So, yeah.
Nice, Jason. Nice.
And
Let's keep it clean.
Yeah. I mean, between that, I also would like something for that not so clean feeling. I would like one make for that too.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So speaking of that not so clean feeling, speaking of,
that was a good segue.
It was a good segue.
Good segue.
You were doing it.
I didn't know.
That not so clean feeling. And speaking of earlier, you said, you were going to commit to 2-ply, but you take a book with you just in case. Because if you run out of toilet paper, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do? Well, that's where RollBot comes in.
RollBot. Oh my goodness!
It is a personal robot that you can send a message to on your iPhone, because nobody goes to the toilet anymore without their phone.
I don't.
I don't either. I've always got my phone with me. So you're sitting on the pot and you forgot, or you forgot the look first, and there's no toilet paper. What do? You get your phone out and you call the RollBot.
Really?
It brings you a roll of toilet paper.
I usually have to yell at my son really loud. Have to text him, but this is even better.
It's from Charmin. It's a goofy thing
I
that they
mean,
have done.
This guy's a nut.
yes.
But so RollBot
know.
is the one of the new personal robots. Lots of personal robots at CES.
My question to Benjamin: why wouldn't you want it?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't you want it?
Exactly.
I mean, have a robot for the sole purpose to bring you butt wipe. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, think about it.
It's brilliant. Why?
Now,
why
is that all it does? Does it actually execute the need to butt wipe?
No. It only brings you the toilet paper.
Okay.
Just brings you the toilet paper.
I'll save my money and text my kid.
Now that would be the bidet bot, but
I don't. But
I haven't heard about the bidet bot yet.
The last thing you want is the wires get crossed and bidet bot.
Okay, Jason brings up a good point, and this is my question:
if you don't,
what if the last time you needed some, the RollBot brought you some, but you forgot to reload the RollBot?
I mean, if you are that forgetful to not look at the toilet paper before you sit down, I guarantee you're going to forget to load up the RollBot.
Yeah, I agree. So that's some of the crazy stuff going on at CES. But then there's stuff that's like just kind of cool and weird. And I know you had some information on this next one, the UFO.
Yeah, I mean, this is interesting. This is Alienware, their concept of the handheld. They've had a concept before. It was called the V-Shield, which was NVIDIA. And basically they had something like this, but except it was basically you were streaming off of a NVIDIA card on your computer to play games and stuff like that.
Okay.
But this right here is a legit, apparently a PC console for playing games. Right now, the price on it, as far as I know, it's they're maybe saying about $600, but right now it's kind of a mystery. I was looking up the specs earlier, and unfortunately, it's kind of a mystery. They're really not saying much about the specs. The biggest thing for me is, let's see here.
Yeah, Jason, you are totally right. It is a Switch knockoff.
That's exactly what it is.
Picture those controllers on the right and left, they slide off just like a Switch. And then you got this monitor. It's basically a tablet PC.
Well, they call it
controllers attached to it.
Yeah, they call it the UFO, and they do claim it to be a Switch killer. I mean, at least that's what reviewers are saying it's trying to be.
Yeah.
It runs Windows 10.
Okay.
It's portable. They're talking about, AAA title, so kind of like you would have on laptops. But the thing is, and I was looking for the specs on it. And of course, they really don't know. I guess they're trying to compare it to what would be on some of the thinner laptops. And this, I want to back up. If Alienware was the original company when they started, but they were bought by Dell.
Right.
So because they're bought by Dell, I'm a little skeptical. And the reason I say that, the Switch watch. The reason I say that, because Dell is notorious for continually change their hardware without you knowing it. And so you get some, and I don't know if Alienware is if that division is any better, but they're talking about an 8-inch screen. The Alienware, it's 8 inches is the size. They say 8 inches, the Alienware concept screen makes the Switch 6.2 inch an offering by comparison. So you're talking about 8 inches versus 6.2 Switch. Yeah, on the Switch. Says it uses a USB Type-C port and a headset jack. They say the panel is made of more white aluminum. They said it resembles a white controller. Basically, they're talking. Yeah, on here it's basically it's identical to the Switch because I mean you can take off the sides of the joysticks. I mean on the console itself, you can just take them off and clip them, and you can also it's basically it's a Switch knockoff because you can connect it to a larger TV. If you buy 2 of them, you can play against somebody in the house. It's like I said, it's very close to what the Razer company tried to do and NVIDIA.
Yeah.
When they're taking a crack at mobile PC market back in the day. Except they were trying to either use a cloud or they were trying to go off of a gaming PC, basically, like they did with
both.
Yeah, I mean, kind of like what Sony did with the Vita. You know, they did with PS Vita, was handheld, and you could actually, you're basically through your Wi-Fi, you're able to play a game from your PS4 on your network in another room.
Gotcha.
So
speaking of PS4, Sony made a reveal. They revealed the new PS5 logo.
I bet I guarantee you what, I guess.
Give it a drum roll. You have a drum roll?
Man, I don't have a drum roll, but you can. That doesn't sound like a drum roll.
Yeah, that was kind of bad. All right, so the new PS5 logo. You all excited?
I'm excited, man.
It's the same logo. They just put a 5 on it. That is like the biggest letdown. After a long build-up, Sony still didn't show off the machine. Instead, they just showed them the logo.
Oh, they didn't show off the machine at all?
No, they just showed the logo.
They should have left the logo at home.
They should have just left the logo.
But you know what's the deal? It's the same thing with Microsoft. They call it the Xbox X series, and do you have it to show them real quick with the Xbox S on there?
Is that this?
Yeah. There have been a lot of people kind of. It's odd looking, isn't it? It's like
that's like. It's very square. It's very cubic.
Well, and then you have the vents on the top. So exactly. So there's some different people on the web has some suggestions where you can use it for dual purpose. Show the next one. Now this one, you don't need a George Foreman while you're playing your game. You can put a steak on.
Depending on what game you're playing.
Exactly. So, you know, if it's anything like the 360, it's going to be very hot. All the heat comes up. You can have it well done. It's
there you go.
Nice. And, you know, for you smokers out there, you know, you have a place to put your humidifier. Yes, you have a place to put your cigarettes in because there's some areas you cannot smoke. So you know, in the comfort of your own home.
The Xbox humidifier edition.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That is something else. But yeah, what was Sony thinking of? You think they would have thought of something that's more, I don't know, a little more sexy, a little more vibrant, a little more.
The same thing that Apple was thinking about when they put in a cheese grater.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly the same mindset. Hey, this looks great. Nobody in marketing went, it looks like a cheese grater. Maybe we shouldn't do that.
I don't understand all this money they pay, you know, these advertisers or these concept artists, and no one says that, you know, this looks like an ashtray. Or by the way, well, you know, we had that PS5 prototype and it looked like a panini press to me.
Yes.
And or like some type of it looked like a humidifier too. It looked like some type of heater or that. So I'm curious what Sony is going to develop on that, but I don't know. I don't know.
They're the same people that came up with the new electric car.
By Sony.
Sony.
By Sony. Any good movies coming up? Are you thinking of anything you look forward to? I saw the Black Widow when we went to the.
I am excited about that. I want to see it. I don't have any good super news right now on the movie front. I did read a crazy interesting article about what Marvel could do, but just looking at the slate of movies, it's such a wild rumor. It's not even a rumor. It's something somebody said, hey, they're really close to doing this. Maybe they'll do it, but I don't think they will. It's something called The Defenders.
I've heard about this. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the Defenders that you
Netflix.
saw on Netflix.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the original comic book version of the Defenders. That is Doctor Strange, the Incredible Hulk, Valkyrie, Namor, and I think Silver Surfer. There was a slight change. A few people changed in and out. I don't remember who the original 4 or 5 were, but definitely Submariner, Namor, Doctor Strange, the Hulk, and Valkyrie were absolutely in there. We've already got 3 of the 4, and there's rumor of Submariner, of Namor showing up in the new Black Panther movie. So the idea of putting together the Defenders and putting a movie out is definitely doable. I don't think it's going to happen. I think it would have been a smart move. It would have been an Avengers replacement.
Yeah, but
I don't think they're headed that way.
No, I think they need to do something to. They need to start some type of a story arc with multiple. I have to.
I just don't know what it's going to be yet.
Yeah, I mean, you took the very best
of movies. I'm just not sure. It's got to be a Doctor. It should be a Doctor Doom story arc.
Yeah.
My opinion, personal opinion. I think it should be a Doctor Doom story arc. I don't know if it's going to be.
Yeah, I think
just looking at the Marvel slate. I'm still hopeful about the upcoming Batman movie.
Yeah,
they're confirming more things.
Will Bruce Wayne have glitter?
I don't know.
On his face.
That will be something yet to be seen. Sparkly Batman.
Sparkly, left over from Twilight.
There is the comic book from way back in the 60s where Batman had different colored costumes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, I know.
Rainbow closet of Bat costumes. There's a pink one and a green one and a red one and a blue one and a one for every color of the rainbow. Speaking of Batman and Marvel, rumor has it Christian Bale, Dark Knight, is possibly going to be in the Thor Love and Thunder.
Thor Love and Thunder, yeah. I've read the same thing too.
Yep. Nobody's confirming who they're going to.
Who would he play?
I don't know. Some people are saying he's going to be a bad guy.
Okay.
And a couple of different bad guys that I've seen rumored, but a lot of people say when they did Hela, they kind of took a lot of those characters and balled them all up into Hela. So they're not sure exactly how he's going to play in, but yeah, that's kind of an interesting thing. Who knows? Maybe a bit part, but it'll be the first superhero movie he's done since Dark Knight.
Now, is this the one that make a transition from Helms to Portman? Is this?
Yes. This is this will be the female-led Thor movie. I don't know what it's going to look like. I'm interested to see what it's going to be.
Okay, what do you think about Portman?
I'm not a fan of her, and it has nothing to do with the he will play Batman.
I'd be Batman in the Marvel. Yeah,
I don't don't think we'll have. He's always Batman.
Batman.
I'm Batman.
He'll say that throughout the whole movie.
He'll just keep saying, I'm
Batman.
So I'm not a Natalie Portman fan.
Yeah.
I think she was okay in the Star Wars prequels. I don't think she was amazing.
She also, well, on an interview when she was doing it, she's never seen any of the Star Wars movies before, she confessed. So come on now.
I have no problem with them doing the Jane Foster storyline.
Yeah.
Thor. I have absolutely no problem with that. Just not excited about Natalie Portman.
No.
I think it would have been better if they'd have really tweaked the storyline and they had taken I can't remember her name, but she plays Valkyrie in the movies.
Yeah.
And had her become the new Thor.
I tell you who
would have been brilliant.
I tell you who I really like. I can't remember her name, but I really like the actress who plays Wonder Woman.
Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
She is amazing. I don't think you can get her.
No, I don't think so.
My guess is DC has that contract locked up right now.
Yeah.
I don't know you could get her into a Marvel movie. Probably not for another few movie contracts.
I think so.
I bet her contract's got 3 or 4 movies left.
I think her next movie is, what is it, 19?
Thank you, Jason Hamilton. Captain Obvious, Mark Hamill had never seen any Star Wars movies before playing Luke Skywalker.
That's true. That's true. Can we block him? Oh man.
You guys are great. I love our audience. We have the best audience in the world.
Yes, we do.
All 6.
Yes, we do. All 6, including my wife.
Hey, it's better than we used to have.
I know.
We used to just have 1.
Yeah, and that was probably me watching on the other screen. just to get numbers on the screen.
Oh,
I would turn on every computer in the house and have it, logged in with a different account so it will look like we actually had people watching.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, we need to start wrapping up.
Oh man.
Hey, I want to throw this out to our audience real quick. So I'm thinking about buying a Nintendo Switch. Let me know why I should or shouldn't. Put it in the comments. Let me know why I should or should not buy a Nintendo Switch. And just so you know, I'm not a gamer guy. I don't own a PS anything. I don't own an Xbox anything. I play WoW on my PC. So tell me if I should or shouldn't get a Switch. It just gets sad. Thank you, Jason.
Actually, Jason has a Switch, and we have at work what we call team bonding, and we played.
That's awesome.
And it was the most fun I ever had. We played a game called Heave Ho.
Heave Ho.
So
okay.
if you get it, get
one of the party games that you play on your you connect to your phone.
Yeah, you can. It's like only $10.
Okay, so next week, we'll talk about we'll sell me on why I should or shouldn't buy a Switch next week.
I will do that,
and I'll tell my story of why we lost a year of why our second season took a year to start.
We had a hiatus. Yeah,
we had a hiatus of a full year. I'll tell them more about it.
Yeah, we couldn't afford the internet for a year and a half, so we finally got enough money to.
All right, hey man, we really do need to wrap up.
Okay, man. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate the showing and the support.
Thank you, guys. Absolutely. I definitely feel we definitely have the best audience in the world. I really love it.
That's the truth.
You ready?
I'm ready to end this thing.
Let's do it. This has been the Something About Something podcast with your host, Mr. Mike Schilling.
And my good friend and colleague, Mr. Ricky Pope. Thank you for joining us. Remember, not tomorrow. Next week, Wednesday, 7:00 Central. Be there.
Sounds good.
I think so. Are we off yet? Is it time to go?
I think it's probably